2017. January 1st, 2017. None of that stuff happened when you were sick last year. You were just seeing things. So yay! You get to ignore it. Isn't that a load off your mind? January 3rd, 2017. The last bastion of sanity is that they weren't talking to you, even though you're sure of it. That itself is a red flag. A massive, dangerous flag. Your mental state is worse than another tick, Jay. You need to find people to chat with to fight this feeling. It'll combat these feelings, cement the unsure with true dialogue. So what if your cafe neighbors are talking about abuse? That's just what they happen to be discussing. They don't understand it, but that's just what they feel. You're becoming delusional again, buddy. It's still stage 1 though, so it might just be a med increase to fight it off and talking with your friends to get it staved off. But it just felt so true, and it was like I woke up while I was listening. It was back to my old self. My old self was sick for over a year, so that's probably not a good thing. God, I want a job making something useful. Playing on the once again. Keeping it to yourself when you do your best to ignore the feelings and circumvent the discussions with CBT. If they don't discuss them with Doc, then not the discussions themselves, but the overall decline in safe reality checking, med increase incoming. It did feel nice to listen to the room, though. If I wasn't getting dark, I could have sat there until they closed. People started feeling different again, starting with the guy with the book today. Should probably add them to the psychosis symptoms somewhere between the first and third levels. It's definitely a subset at the first level. January 5th, 2017. Draw the characters out until you've got them in a workable style. Then do turnarounds for each of them. Do you want them to have pupils or not? Be easy to animate without having them. Then it's just blinking. Poses to do. Side left, side right, front, back, look up, look down, not to mention faces. So many expressions. There's nothing going on. You're ill, bud. The joke is you can't stop believing in this crap. The pot fried the part of your brain that reduces your dopamine inhibition. You're getting a constant uptake. It means you're batty. The pills are keeping the delusions in check. The outlying physical interactions are not tied to your musical selection, buddy. The computer isn't talking to you because you're special. You're just ill and unable to see it as a list of song names. M was a mental patient. The story you fabricated that those people were reflections as part of your damaged psyche were the thoughts of a damaged psyche trying to pull itself together under great stress. That girl's got a throat cold, needs a glass of water. She's not signaling to you. Just take a deep breath and relax. Enjoy yourself. You're out of the house and nothing is happening. And it's nothing to you what these people do, bud. This was from my first attempt to go to a writer's group to share my work. It was in the winter. That's about it. We had a writing exercise during it. Here we go. January 6, 2017. You didn't think I'd mind it when you called me Old Red Nose, Little Cloud Lighter, the Red Beacon of Snotsville. You thought you could play your games and not allow me the fun of being a part of them. How you would laugh and play while I sulked under Mrs. Claus' windshield smelling her pies and watching you frolic. You thought it was funny when you buried me up to my neck in the snow. The night the elves got drunk on the merry whisper wine and had me light up the snowman's nose while I got frostbite on my cheeks. You laughed when I came back to the stables and told me to chill out when I came back in shivering and had to spend hours in the washtub waiting for the fever to break and the chill to fade. I hope you all enjoyed your breakfast oats this morning. I hope they tasted sweet with what I added poured over while you all slept happily in your haystacks. These laxatives I spared no drop. Sharing with you should be taking effect just as you're finishing this letter, and I hope you're enjoying the morning runs. I'm off to join the abominable snowman and his hairy wife at their summer cottage. January 7th, 2017. One of the guys at the writers group, the one who was a published heavy ink artist, had been at the cafe a few weeks ago and had sat down at the small round table with his large black sketchbook, facing me a few tables down from where I was sitting. It took a few minutes for me to place him. The outfit was similar, same jacket and cabled jumper, though it was blue this last time. But it was the book that gave him away. I probably couldn't bring that up without coming off as weird, but I'm sure of it. He's also a military person. Navy? Interesting writing style, though. Boo is his name. Just a coincidence, and I can't remember that date, but I want to say it was a Thursday. Gut says Tuesday for some reason. Doesn't matter. Small town. I had fun. January 17th, 2017. Portrait ideas. Drag queens. Alaska. RuPaul. Katya. Alyssa Edwards. Adore. Please visit anchor.fm/divergentmind to leave a message so that I may get back to you. Thank you. Have a nice day. So Anchor is asking me to ask you to support me financially. I would ask that you go to my Patreon to do that, which is patreon.com/divergentmind. It means you can either become a monthly subscriber at a different tier of $1 to $3 to $5. I'm not looking for a lot. I'm not asking for a lot. I'm not asking for anything. This is going to go to the end of my podcast. I don't like it when podcasts straight up ask you for money when I'm doing okay. Well, I'm not doing okay. I'm surviving now to the point that I can make this. I would love to be able to make improvements to this by, say, getting... So basically, I'm running off an iPad, and I would like to improve it by getting different things that would make it better. Maybe some headphones that monitor output, or a better mic. Though the mic I got was from JWife, so I might not even use the better mic. You know what I mean? It's all about whatever I need at the time, but really it's just to get healthy again, because I'm currently over 300 pounds and I don't want to die that young. I would really like to be able to afford some vegetables so I can go back to my vegetarian diet, because being this big sucks. And I'm happy to sit in a chair all day, but I really got to walk my butt off, literally. So that's what the money would be for. It would be for healthy food, because I can't afford it. I can afford ramen and pasta and rice and beans, but I can't live on carbs, because that's how you get this big on antipsychotics. Junk food and carbs, which is just cheap and plentiful around me. So I would like to leave my house and just lose some weight. And to do that, I would like to go to the store and buy some vegetables, please. But you don't have to do anything. I'm not asking you to. I'm not begging. I'll figure it out on my own. Much pleasure, Jay. Okay, so I just wanted to let you know that I have a YouTube channel called Taught Myself, and that I've decided to start selling merch already with a phrase that my brother showed me saying, "My disability is invisible," of which I made a hat for myself. So I decided to make hats, shirts, hoodies, for both men and women on Spreadshirt.com. All you have to do is search for "My disability is invisible." It's in green, and that's mine. You'll know it's me because when you click the sale icon, the same little Divergent Mind icon comes up. And I hope you'll support me. I make about $5 per shirt or per sale. Everything else goes to Spreadshirt. But that's okay, because it's still a better deal than a lot of other places. And I really hope you'll support me. Come check me out on the YouTube. Teach me how to do that properly so I can have a community there too. And I await your response. Have a lovely day. Jay.
Hey people, take a listen to the Divergent Mind podcast. You get both insight into living with a serious mental illness, and get to listen to a lovely tale about a journey cute little animals need to take. Don't miss out, and remember, divergent minds don't need to think alike.